Hello there, my name is Andrew Erie, and for my Ignite video, I will be profiling longboarding. Longboarding has been around for a long time, has experienced a resurgence in the last 2 decades. Longboarding is popular across many ages, cultures, and is a perfect pastime for boys and girls. Longboarding became popular and a hit in the 1950s. Surfers who were looking for something else to do when the waves weren't exactly cutting it decided to make longer boards and essentially surf on the ground instead. Longboarding has many similar movements to surfing, and therefore it was easy for those who had surfed to pick it up, as well as beginners who possibly had not surfed before. There are many differences. What I said, I don't know if I said previously, but longboard has like a cousin or a sister or something in skateboarding, but there are some differences between longboards and skateboards. Longboards are usually 35 to 60 inches long with a width of 9 to 10 inches, while skateboards are usually 28 to 34 inches long and have a width of 7 to 10 inches. We'll be going through more of the differences in the following slides. Skateboards have a very distinct curvature at both ends of the board. This makes it easier for them to bounce or ricochet off the ground and perform tricks like ollies and kickflips. Longboards come in many different shapes of their own, but they are usually longer, and instead of having curvatures at the end, longboards sometimes have two narrow strips at the end. This makes it easier for them to balance on and easier to cruise on as well. On the underside of the board, or the bottom of the deck, both boards feature trucks. Skateboard trucks are designed to handle grinding on curbs, benches, and rails, while longboard trucks tend to be looser, rolling out many tricks but allowing for easier turning even at lower speeds. The wheels of longboards are usually larger and they are softer than skateboards. This is so they can go faster and absorb any sticks, pebbles, or cracks. Please do not get it twisted. You can still fall and really hurt yourself. Skateboards have smaller wheels and are better at maintaining the same speed. This is for that purpose. Like I said previously, longboards have looser trucks. And here's a better photo here. Only downside of longboards can possibly be is they're a bit larger, so they can be kind of burdensome to carry around. This is my longboard, you could say. It's not exactly the longest. It's at 33 inches, so it's a little bit longer than a skateboard. There's some slight curvature at both ends of the board. I was looking for a board to ride around campus on, so I picked this one up. I've liked it so far. Been surfing down a lot of hills on campus. I started skateboarding when I was actually a kid. Did that for a little bit. Also did some rollerblading, but I actually stopped. One of my friends in my neighborhood broke his arm, and then everyone uploaded to YouTube. So that was kind of a big thing, and kind of got into different sports after that. Started playing soccer, stuff like that. I found my way back to skateboarding, or rather longboarding, in college. I wanted a fun way to get to class. A lot of people have bikes on campus, but I thought this was a little bit more fun way to get to class. You can see pictured homie is definitely flexing it out in the suit. Go ahead. Now, there are many benefits of longboarding. One of them is coordination. You're going to learn that very quickly through falling or the first time you go on a hill. So you're gonna get that gonna gain some points on coordination and as well as balance. Second benefit of longboarding is, I'd say, pain acceptance. You're gonna fall. Yeah, you're gonna fall. So getting used to that, and just if it's your thing, you're gonna realize it's a danger of the pastime, but you're gonna probably continue to ride on. The last benefit of longboarding and profiling here is the act of falling and being graceful while doing it. Hopefully, this guy's definitely turning it up. I have no idea if he's carving down that little ramp here, or if he's actually falling. I had a couple bad falls myself, but I always get back up. Can't just be falling down in front of everybody like that. But yeah, so you're going to definitely learn the act of falling. My personal philosophy on longboarding, it's a great outlet. Definitely a great way to blow off steam. You can kind of compare it to running, but I'm pretty sure most people don't like to run, so it's great. You're still going to get that leg exercise. They also have these Bluetooth speakers too now, so I usually put some water in a backpack along with my Bluetooth speaker. course, the phone's always on you. So you got music in motion, so it's a really good time. Also, you don't need it's great, skateboarding with other people, but you can do this activity by yourself and still feel the enjoyment as well as though you would be with maybe at least another person. My recommendations for anyone wanting to pick up longboarding is actually just pick up a penny board. It's a little bit shorter. It's actually defies some of the classifications I was speaking on earlier. Penny board is probably 15 inches at most. It's probably a little bit harder to fit both feet on there, but with a shorter board, you're going to learn very quickly to balance. Once you master the penny board, like I said, for a low price, then you could jump to a larger expenditure for a longer board, for actual real long board, which costs you a little bit more than that. But yeah, those are my recommendations. That's how I kind of got back into it. Evolution of longboards come a long way. As you can see from the top left, the earliest boards that could be classified as a skateboard, maybe, possibly. Actually, yeah, I'd say these all look like longboards here. It's come a long way. I don't know what happened on this third one here up there. They kind of went backwards a little bit. I said earlier, longboard has a cousin or a twin sister, twin brother. That's skateboarding. Fun fact is skateboarding will be a part of the Olympics, the next Olympics that are taking place in Japan. So yeah, longboarding has had a resurgence, probably mostly due in part to new technology. Electric longboards are now a thing. You can see the gentleman here is going up the hill on his longboard with controlling with a device in his hand. A lot of people I've seen some people in Washington D.C. Commuting to work or going back to the car with their longboard, electric longboard. So some of these guys are actually older guys down out there. Keep riding. It's, gives me hope to keep riding myself. So that's awesome. I'm not trying to make I'm kind of going over in time a little bit here. I've included a video of some of my lines. Feel free to watch. Thank you guys for taking a look at my little project. Alrighty.